4 people on a bike, that too with 2 ladies. Crazy people. Okay, it's not over yet. I think there are 3 on this Activa with a granny sandwiched in between them. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Creator on Wheels. Almost like a gap of 1.5 months. I know after November 1st, I didn't go out much for any longer rides as such, which in turn meant that no videos. But anyway, back on the road again. For a change, it's a weekday ride. I didn't really start very early. The time is now around 7:30 a.m. I'm right now on the airport road. The destination for today is nothing too new or nothing too fancy. It's Nandi Hills. Over the last several days, I've been seeing a lot of my friends post photos from Nandi Hills and also from Skandagiri, which is close to Nandi Hills, wherein the typical winter scenario is happening. For the folks who are from Bangalore or who are staying in Bangalore and have been to Nandi Hills in winter, you know that once you reach on top during winters, you get to see clouds below you, especially when you're standing near the viewpoint, where you can see clouds all around you. So that's something which is very typical of winter mornings here in Bangalore, and more so specifically in Nandi Hills. So I just thought, let me check it out. And as I told you, it's been like almost a month and a half since I went out on a longer ride, or probably even taking out the bike, to be more precise. So going out today instead of a weekend, because 2 things were bothering me. First thing is, if you remember in one of my previous video, I told you that the timings for the Nandi Hills checkpost or the gate in the bottom has changed due to the COVID scenario. What I knew previously, like at least during the COVID times, is that they were opening it at 8 a.m. instead of the usual 6 a.m. or before that. But I just got to know that now they started opening it at 6 o'clock itself, which is a good sign. Which also means that on Saturdays and Sundays, that place is unbearable. You can literally see thousands of bikes. I mean, I'm not exaggerating, thousands of bikes and hundreds of cars during the weekend, which is fine. Like people come to Nandi Hills when they are free, and weekends is typically when you go to Nandi Hills, and it's pretty close by, not too far from the Bangalore city. So I didn't want to get into any of this traffic jam on Nandi Hills up the hill road, or probably get stuck with any of those nonsense. So I'm just going there today. It's a Wednesday. As I told you, like I didn't start very early because it's quite foggy, as you can see, and I didn't want to take any of those fog related risks driving on the highway. So I just started from my house at around 7 o'clock, got my bike refueled, and now I'm on the airport road heading towards Nandi Hills. It should probably take about an hour or an hour and 15 minutes from what I know. So, I'm going to Nandi Hills on a bike after a really long time. I typically go to Nandi Hills in my car. Either like Nandi Hills is not new to me, so I've been going there for casual trip with family, or probably even for photography. For folks who don't know, Nandi Hills is a paradise for birding and bird photography, and especially now in winter, we get to see a lot of winter migrants. So from now until, I would say, till March, that's when you get to see a lot of new birds and unique birds which you don't find inside the city. And I've gone there for photo shoot, where I've been commissioned to do certain photo shoots. I've gone there to do photo shoots. So Nandi Hills is not new, but most of the times, probably I would say like 90% of the times I've gone in the past, I've gone there in car, so it's very rarely that I take my two-wheeler. And coincidentally, this is the first trip on my dusky to Nandi Hills. Since the time I've taken my bike, which is like 1 year now, I've never gone to Nandi Hills with my bike. Didn't feel like going because, as I told you, it's not something new, and moreover, weekend is something which I wanted to avoid. But things have worked in favor of dusky today, so going there in dusky today. So let's see how the situation is. I'm hoping and praying that there isn't much of a crowd or traffic. Crowd is okay, but definitely not traffic. Let's see, once I go there, you'll get to know automatically. Not really sure how much I will be recording from here until I take the left, which goes towards the Nandi foothills, because it's the same old boring airport road, nothing new. I was just here a couple of days back. I just did a short night ride all the way into the toll and I came back. So nothing much to show here on this road. So I'll catch you back when I hit the actual Nandi Hills road. So see you soon. Just crossed the airport toll. Look at how beautiful the scene looks in front of you right now. Wow, it's been a while since I've actually witnessed this firsthand on a two-wheeler. Like, I've gone through this road so many times, even in the recent past, in the last 2-3 months I've gone through this road so many times, but riding on this road, especially in winter, that's a totally different experience. If you really want to enjoy Bangalore weather, just come out of Bangalore, just ride in the outskirts. You'll just like really love it. But while you're doing so, just don't do the type of stupid mistake that I am doing, which is wearing summer gloves on a winter morning. My hands are literally frozen. I should have worn my leather gloves, but I don't know, in a hurry I just picked this one up and I've started riding. And this is a mesh glove, so my hands are literally frozen. Though it's not too cold, not a typical end of December, January morning kind of cold. Not, it's like pretty early in the morning also. So my hands are still frozen. So don't do such mistakes. Always wear proper protection and then ride. That time you'll be able to enjoy it even further, because as I said, safety first, shoki next. That's the whole mantra for the life, especially if you're a rider. Even if you drive a four-wheel, just make sure that it's always safety first and shoki next.
A few moments later.
So I just took the left turn near Nandi Upchar. That's exactly the left that you need to take to reach Nandi Hills. Wow, the scene looks really beautiful. And one heads up thing I have is that I can't see Nandi Hills from here. Like, typically in an afternoon or any of like summer days, if you come here, you can actually see Nandi Hills very clearly when you're riding on this road, but you can't see, which means that it is covered in fog, which is a good sign. That's exactly why I'm going. I just want to experience riding up the hill in fog and also witness clouds from up above. There's hardly any traffic considering that it is a weekday, and that's a good sign. See, it says Nandi Hills 21 kilometers from here. Half of that is towards the foothills where the checkpost is, and remaining half is uphill. I know quite a few folks who do uphill cycling. on Nandi Hills stretch. I never tried that. Uh, I'm okay on flat roads, but they say that it is something very challenging and something like a must-do thing. But I'm not challenged myself to do that till now. Maybe sometime in future, I don't know, but I'm not really confident because halfway through, if I want to get back, that will be really embarrassing. So I don't want to do that. I rather go there on a bike or on a car and enjoy. That's it. In fact, very close to Nandi Hills is another beautiful place called Skandagiri, and that is a beautiful trekking spot very close to Bangalore. But the thing is, like, you need to go there with a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, park it down, and then go for a trek. But in past, I've heard of several locations where people who have come back from their trek realize that the fuel level is low on their bikes. So again, I don't want to give opportunity for that, especially in such places, so I avoid doing it. So usually I don't go too far away from the bike whenever I go to such places. Today it's inevitable. There's a proper parking place here on Nandi Hills. It's not an issue, but Skandagiri is not like that. I don't know how safe it has become now, but again, better be safe than sorry. Okay. Things look really promising from the way I see here. Let's see how best I can make use of the opportunity here. By the way, I'm not on leave today from office, so it might be surprising that I'm riding on a weekday. But the plan here is make sure that I reach back home by around, say, like 10:30 or 11, so that I can resume my work. So many people are coming down already when I am actually going up. That's strange. Okay. So this is the checkpost I was referring to, which was previously opening at only 8 o'clock in the morning. Now there seems to have opened way before that. These are the kind of people who just spoil the spirit of the place. He wants to ride rashly, he wants to overtake from the left, and these two guys wants to ride with their elbow guard instead of the helmet. Crazy. Look at the number of people. Okay, so done with the Nandi Hills visit. Something which I didn't anticipate. There was a lot of crowd, um, and also the way I expected the view from the top, it was not like that. So probably a wrong day. I miscalculated the whole weather thing. Probably need to keep a track of the weather again and revisit it in the next few weeks. Probably next time in the car, not in the bike, because the problem with the bike is even on a weekday today, Wednesday, there were like hundreds of bike. So not comfortable leaving the bike in a public parking lot, and probably like leaving the helmet there and all those stuff. So the ride was good, no complaints about that, but just that when the places have like too many people, I don't really enjoy that location much. So I think I need to stop going to the so-called very touristy places and rather start exploring places which people don't visit much, or maybe just enjoy the ride rather than thinking about specific locations and all like that. Taking a different route back home. It's not the same route where I came to Nandi Hills from. This is the Nandigrama route, which crosses that Bhoganandeeshwara Temple, which I just got over. And further down this road, there is the Nandi Temple again, Bhoganandeeshwara Temple here. On top, you have the Bhoganandeeshwara Temple, and down we have Bhoganandeeshwara Temple, or maybe other way around. I always get confused with that. Beautiful temple, rather I would say a very photogenic temple. Definitely a must visit if you are coming to Nandi Hills. Just finished Nandi Hills, come down in this route, which is basically once you come to a junction wherein you have to take a left turn to come back towards the highway, the T junction, take a right turn, and this road leads to Nandigrama. Visit the temple, and then that road again leads to the Bangalore Hyderabad highway, so you can take a right turn and go back to Bangalore. Most of the times I do this, I don't go back in the same route, but I take this kind of, I would say, like a longer route, but this goes through this village, which is good. I like riding in such roads rather than in crowded highways. So this is the temple, what I was talking about. The entrance, you can go take a left here, or probably there is one more left further down. You can take either of the roads, which takes you to the entrance. I'm not going today. It's already 9:45, I think, and I need to be home by at least by 10:30, 11. So this is the other left where you can take, which leads to the main gate. this road here will lead you to the Bangalore Hyderabad highway. Again, back on the airport road highway, so nothing much to see here until and unless I want to talk about something. So I might prefer to switch off the camera and concentrate on my drive, because I have to reach back home and I have to resume my work. Kind of like last working day of this month and this year for me. I'm off from tomorrow, but I'm traveling from Friday. Where I'm traveling to and what I'll check there and all those stuff, definitely I'll be doing a video, but I'm traveling in my car, not in my bike. But once I'm back next Tuesday, I'll probably start exploring a few more places on my bike, and definitely not something very close to Bangalore, maybe something which is around 200 to 250 kilometers away from Bangalore. So let's see how that plan goes. So that's it for this video. Take care guys. Mutta sigona. Bye bye.